What do you want your life to look like? More importantly, what do you want it to feel like? What do you say we help you get a little more clear on that? Namaste, my loves. Monique Christine here, and welcome to the Mercury Retrograde in Cancer reading for June 2020, June 17th, 2020 to July 12th, 2020. All right, so it's a lot going on. There is a lot going on, my loves, okay? This is going to be a very in-depth reading because I want to give you as much guidance as possible. So, for those of you who are new, welcome. For those who are returning, welcome back. I missed you so much. How you been, boo? All right. All of the decks pictured in this reading, I will have links for them in the description box below. If you are interested in private readings or my monthly subscriptions on Patreon, that information is in the description box below as well. As always, sharing is caring, so please share this far and wide. And if you are digging what is happening during this evolution, then by all means, please subscribe and ring that bell so you get notifications every time I upload something new. And feel free to throw some thumbs on it if you like it, okay? All right, so Mercury retrograde is a time most people think of miscommunications. Miscommunications do happen, but more importantly than that, Mercury retrograde is a time of introspection. It's a time for you to look within and take an inventory of where you are. What's happening in your life? What is working? What is not working? What do you need to release? Because ultimately what you need to release is what's holding you back from the next stage of your evolution. And Mercury retrograde is designed to help you get to that. Mercury, the ruling planet of Gemini, Mercury is about communication, the messenger. Think the winged messenger god, right? So normally, when Mercury is direct, our communication is on point. It's all about us communicating with other people, outside of ourselves. When Mercury goes retrograde, it's about you communicating with yourself, seeing where you are, what's true for you. Okay? So this deck right here, if I didn't already say, is the Starseed Oracle deck. This is by Rebecca Campbell. So I'm going to start with Oracle cards. They're going to give us like a map, pretty much. Okay? And then from there, we're going to do some tarot cards. Tarot gives you the why, that in-depth look. And then we'll wrap things up with Lenormand. Okay? And the Lenormand cards give you the how. Okay? It's going to be a very thorough reading, my loves. Very, very, very thorough. All right. Guidance for those watching. Because Mercury is retrograde and this is a time for introspection, I'm going to pull from the bottom of the decks, okay? The bottom represents the unconscious, what is happening underneath, the things that are not like clearly seen. You know, they're not seen plain as day, kind of hidden. Okay. I remember. Soul plan. The fated life versus the destiny life. Let's start here. Let me know in the comments below if you are digging this little setup we have over here. This helps me to feature the cards for you so that you can see them, and so my hand isn't like moving all over the place, all out of frame and everything, you know. All right, I remember. There was a moment before you were born when you chose the conditions of the life you're living right now. When you plotted out these exact moments along the timeline of your life. We live in a world of free will, and therefore these moments become our destiny only through saying yes. The fated life is the one we were born into. The destiny life is the one our soul chooses, and it takes courage and faith. If you pull this card, it's because you're likely now face to face with the choice to follow the destiny life over the fated life. Fated life. To trust the path your soul is calling you toward, and to remember that this moment was prearranged on your life's timeline. You may find yourself at a crossroads, at a moment when you're being called to make a decision, to keep walking the perfectly laid out path before you, or choose the one less traveled. You may be facing a change of career, a new relationship, a difficult decision, or something else that requires courage and faith. You're being invited to remember your soul's greater plan and to surrender to it. When you're confronted with a path that's undefined, it's normal for doubt to rear its head. In fact, this is a certain sign that you're facing your soul's greater plan. Every hero in his or her life journey comes eye to eye with doubt. The only way around it is through it. It's all part of the larger plan. What are you being called to do to surrender to your soul's plan? So like I said, Mercury retrograde is a time for you to go inward. So it's a time for you to remember your soul's plan. Star Brothers. Very cool. That's the first time I've seen that card. Excuse me. Okay, Star Brothers. Horus energy. Protection. Loyalty. Safety. Trust. You're more protected than you can imagine. It's safe to open the back of your heart. You're being called to be open to receiving a new level of support now from those in your life and from the benevolent beings you're connected with. Through ancestral patterning, current life traumas, and past life karmic impressions, many of us have become mistrustful and suspicious of loyalty and have blocks when it comes to receiving support. We've learned that we need to go at life alone, that it's not safe to let our guard down and our heart open, that the world isn't a friendly place. The Star Brothers want you to have a new experience of life on Earth. They want you to feel deeply secure and safe, even if you're going through a difficult time. They want you to hand over your fears to them, to see them as opportunities to let in more love. They're guiding you to stay open to receiving a greater level of support than you can ever imagine, both in this world and beyond. To call in your team of loyal protectors and supporters, both physically and energetically. They want you to learn to soften through life's ups and downs, and to learn to open your heart, especially when it most wants to harden. So I ask you, how can you open yourself up to receiving more support? Release your fears during this time. You're protected. Open your heart. It's safe to open it. Open it to loyalty. Open it to trust. Open it to that support system. So go within. What's blocking you from this? You need to open up your heart chakra. So like meditations and yoga, tailored toward your heart chakra would be perfect. Perspective. Get a little perspective, why don't ya? None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. Take a step back and look at the bigger picture of your life. Step away from the blinkered vision and reactive frame of mind of me against them. Change your perspective. Shift your point of view and zoom out. 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 We are but a speck of dust in the universe, yet we think everything revolves around us. We see the planet as ours to own and conquer, pillaging the land and setting ourselves up for our eventual extinction. We build fences and walls and create invisible borders. Mother Earth doesn't need us to survive, but we need her. It's time to wake up. A new perspective is urgently needed. We become so lost in our individual experience that we don't realize that most of the things that keep us awake at night are actually distractions. We're wasting our precious time and resources fighting each other when we should be coming together to heal what's been served. What's been severed, not served. We're wasting our precious time and resources fighting each other when we should be coming together to heal what's been severed. This moment is a breath in the timeline of your life. It's but a breath. This life is a fleeting moment in the tapestry of your soul's experience. Your soul's experience is a flash in the timeline of the known universe. And the known universe is a grain of sand in the unknown universe. Take a moment to see the bigger picture, to find common ground, to find deep compassion in your heart, to gain a greater perspective of humanity in this fleeting moment in the timeline of your soul's existence, in the timeline of all that is, was, and ever will be. How are you being called to change your perspective? you need a change of perspective. You need to zoom out and you need to look at the big picture of your life. What do you want your life to look and feel like? Now is the time for you to get clear on that. Tomorrow is not promised to any of us, so you need to get clear on what you want right now. This is about your destiny life, the reason why your soul came here. You know what that is, but you have to spend time with yourself. Mindfulness practices will really help you to connect with your highest self. Meditation, yoga. But don't fear it. Open your heart. It's the only way you're going to be able to connect with it. With your soul's plan. Okay? It's about the big picture. Okay, so now let's go see what the Muse Tarot is talking about. Muse Tarot, this deck is by Chris and... So in this deck, you'll notice that the suits have changed. Cups have become... Let me see. Yeah, cups have become emotions. Pentacles have become materials. Swords have become voices. And wands have become inspiration. Kings have become muses. Knights have become princesses. And it's just a whole lot of fantastic going on in this deck. Guidance for those watching. Alright, so we're going to pull out our special Mercury Retrograde spread over here. Let me just get that up. Boom. So first I'll build it out, and then we'll break it down. I just want to get a nice, juicy, satisfying shuffle. Alright, guidance for those watching. And again, because Mercury is retrograde and it's a time for introspection, we'll be pulling from the bottoms of the decks. Bottom of the decks. All right. See where we go here. So first we're going to start with the energy that you bring to this Mercury retrograde. So this is how you're coming in. So let's see if you're prepared, or if there's something that you could definitely stand to let go of. The Chariot. Yes. The energy you bring to this Mercury retrograde. That's nice and strong. I love that. Confident willpower, control, determination, movement, travel, believing in yourself, taking care not to harm others, moving fearlessly toward a dream, maneuvering different forces in the same direction, knowing where you want to go. The ritual of will. She burned her plan into her mind's eye and into her heart. Uphill or downhill, she's determined to get there, and nothing will stand in her way. Drawing down the power of the cosmos into her solar plexus, all of her willpower pours out into the night and etches her path in the sand. 1,000 horses thunder onto the grounds below her, and she stretches her hands to connect into their galloping energy. The horses have different ideas about where they want to run to. Some pull left and some pull right, but the chariot muse, with all her resolve and determination, coaxes these wild beauties onto the right track. She wants to remind you that your will is your magic, and that your purpose will guide your steps forward. Move ahead confidently, because with steady, controlled movements, you will see your dream in the distance and catch it. Charioteer, ride through the night, the oceans, times, and places. See the goal, release your light, determined, forward paces. All right, so the energy that you are bringing to this Mercury retrograde is very strong, is very confident, is very clear, knowing where you want to go, making sense out of the madness. It's not about control, but it is about willpower and strength of willpower. Okay? So you're coming in strong, coming in hot, baby. All right, so now let's take a look at how Mercury retrograde will potentially affect you. And I say potentially because we all have the power to change things, and this is giving you information. And of course, when we are informed, we definitely have the power to change things. All right, so how Mercury retrograde will potentially affect you. We have the 10 of emotions. Happiness and fulfillment, a spiritual awakening, family, community, joyful and meaningful connection, a completion, being heart-led and on purpose, connecting with the universe and with others, celestial knots of love. A ritual dance to set the stage, a joyful manifesting of hearts and loves, a unity of souls and minds, and a cycle of completion comes to fruition as all hearts align. They sing and dance and step together, celebrating their one giant love and their connected feelings of joy. This type of community bliss is intoxicating, and the energy of the many is greater than the energy of the one. These ancient dancers know that when you connect with a group of like-minded and light-hearted souls, for this kind of vibrational healing, you connect with Source and with an energy that will forever amplify your ability to love. Seek community, love, connection, and know that this card means it's on the way. Enjoy this high vibe moment and feel into its emotional outpouring of faithful alliances and support. You will be flooded with love, and your only task is to soak in it. And we shine our essence and radiate bliss in devoted happy phrases, hearts wide open, trusting the tides of amorous, tender phases. that's actually quite beautiful. So if you do what you're supposed to do, if you remember your soul's plan and you go within, you connect to that love, you open your heart up, release the fear, you have no choice but to manifest all that you want. And we keep talking about love. You see this radiating from the solar plexus just beneath the heart. Emotions, the heart, introspection. So go for it. You should definitely tap into this introspective energy because there's a gift waiting for you. All right, the inner work that needs doing. Strength. You gotta tap into your strength, boo. Are you not feeling very strong? You're not feeling very fierce or ferocious? Well, let's see. Gentle influence and strength. Courage. Fierce serenity. Innocence, pure thoughts and actions, honest tranquility, gentle leadership, flexibility, and strength in the face of uncertainty, purity, integrity. The gentle courage of angels. And oh, what a curious sight we must be, she mused. This tiny thing perched on his head, leading the way with her breath. Ah, but they don't know you like I do, he continued, and all the strength you carry. He could feel a wave of brave tranquility radiate from within her. All that flexible defiance, all that softness, and yet somehow all the beasts, both wonderful and terrible, seemed to take great pleasure in bowing before her. They yield to her quiet strength and fall reverent to her peaceful demeanor, for the power in her breath is calmness embodied. He looked up at her small toes dangling down into the corners of his vision and tilted his head back to lick them. She giggled and leaned down and wrapped her small arms around his neck and gently squeezed. "It's true," she whispered, her love stopping him in his tracks. What a curious light we must be. Fierce serenity, a graceful nod, to the beast, to the fear, to the night. A rooted calm, she claims her power toward the wind, toward the world, toward her light. So the power is within you, but you need to work on owning that power and tapping into that power. Okay? And when I say power, it doesn't have to be raw. It's an energy. Okay. Next, we are taking a look at how to rest and slow down. Temperance, balance, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. How do we make this work? So the way to rest and slow down is going to be yielding. Okay. Harmony, balance, the middle path, avoiding excess, blending energies and ideas, alchemy, finding purpose, the Goldilocks zone. That reminds me of yin yoga. Meaningful encounters, turning a life lesson into spiritual gold, patience, healing. Measured moderation. The gods took equal parts fast and slow, equal parts material and spiritual, and equal parts she and he, and they mixed them in their lotus cauldron as they stirred to life the muse of temperance. They needed this balance and malleability in the world, for her voice of reason would bring them together in a beautiful blend of oneness. Temperance doesn't jump to excess. She doesn't rely on the dark or the full moon. Instead, she is a mosaic of parts, and she melts it all together in a way that spins the best of the best of the best into one. She weaves purpose and harmony into the lives of others, and her greatest alchemical gift is the treasure of healing. She reminds you to turn despair into the gift of patience and blend the need to thrive with the need to enjoy. When you walk the middle path that is available to you, what areas find greater balance? I am the divine weaver of duality. I hold you. I am essence, and our evolution of becoming is rooted in the mixing. So, how to rest and slow down. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Yielding to yourself. No excesses. This is not the time to be loud and wild and all over the place. This is the time to for you to, carry on as usual, because we do have to interact with the outer world, but you need to make sure that you are making time to connect with that inner world as well, and to find a balance between the two. Okay. Next, we have what to reevaluate. The 9 of materials. What to reevaluate. The vibration of success, self-made wealth, independence, enjoying time alone, the fruit of your labor, security and comfort, lavishness, contentment, sophistication, status, prosperity, ultimately the brim of joy. The muse pours blessings into the present because the protective facade of the hard-working 9 of materials has finally dropped away. Her gritty mask faded as soon as she realized that her own internal light was the only way to the infinite safety and success she craved. She didn't need to fake this status or covet this prosperity. She simply had to step into her garden of creature comforts after doing the work required. She did the work happily, and now her harvest is here. The muse wants you to dance and rejoice in this type of success. Know who you are. Know who you are in essence, and the world will respond in kind. Your soul's plan. Why are you here? Know who you are. Trust yourself. Don't be afraid of that strength. That's what you have to work on, is that strength. Let go of that fear and own it. Radiate it. Let it radiate from within. It's there. Just let it out. That's all you gotta do. Find contentment and radiate with purpose. Vitality, presence, and so much love. Walking in the world as nothing but yourself and doing things your way with your heart will create a funnel for material magic and success. Come dance with me in my field full of flowers. I will gift you my infinite love. Come radiate here your essential being and be showered with me from above. So what you need to reevaluate is shining that light. Are you showing up as your authentic self, or are you showing up as who you think people want you to be? Because the truth is, the magic is in you showing up as your authentic self. And you moving forward from that place of authenticity and alignment with your soul's mission. Why you even came here. So take a step back. Get that perspective. Zoom the hell out. Take a look at yourself. How are you showing up in the world? Authentically, or what's the word? Contrived. Are you wearing a facade? If so, it's time to let it go. All right, what to rethink? The 8 of Voices. Well, that is you being stuck in your head. That's a prison, a mental prison that you created for yourself. Because you're actually free. You just think that you're not. So that's what you need to rethink, is your mental. Are you limiting yourself in some way? Feeling stuck or bound, believing you have no choices, a self-tethering, the empowering or disempowering effect of belief, no way out, unleashing your ties, seeing truth. You need to see the truth. And the truth is your soul's plan, and that is within you. Clasping at my screen. The walls seem to cave in and the lights are blotted out from the sky, and she finds herself stuck in one spot with no way to move. She always did have the worst luck. As she imagines her prison, her heart begins to beat faster. I can't see, she says out loud, and feels an invisible strap clasp at her wrist. I can't, she calls out again, and another rope anchors onto her arm. She's giving up. I can't. And with every subsequent sob, cry, and scream, the ties multiply. She twists in the bonds of her own imagined hopelessness until the universe whispers gently, "You're not stuck. Look at the options around you." She slows her breathing and her blindfold falls away. She opens her eyes, watching the sun peek over the mountain behind her, seeing that she was stuck in a web of her own making, always able to leave anytime she wanted to. Bound by my voices, they scream in my ear. Bound by my voices, unrisen. I am sure I can't move. I am sure I can't hear. Bound with no choices, my prison. So you need to rethink your limitations. You're limiting yourself somewhere. And that is why you're struggling with your strength. It's your dialogue with yourself that is giving you the trouble with your strength. It's not the outside world, it's you. Release the fear. Trust yourself. Trust your soul's plan. Ultimately, trust yourself. Surrender to your purpose. Don't be afraid. You're not in prison. Excuse me, I'm gonna get just a sip of water. Awesome, thank you. Okay, and now let's take a look at how to navigate through this time with ease and grace. Ha! The fool. Go forward, my friend. Fear not. Just trust and go. You're going into the light. Go into the light, Carol Ann. No baggage, no fear, no worries. No one else's chow in the way. Just go forward with a sort of childlike naivete. Go forward full of wonder, open to the possibilities. Possibilities that lie on the other edge. Well, I guess there's no other edge. Over the edge of the cliff. All right. A new journey, beginnings, trusting the universe, a time for optimism, not knowing what's coming, naivete, needing to learn new skills, analysis paralysis, a leap of faith, and uncertain beauty. So how to navigate through this time with ease and grace. She hums a tune she used to know, and with bated wishes, she leaps into an abyss of stars and possibility. Thoughts eager, heart racing, hopes high. A million bits of colored stardust rise up to meet her, and she greets myth and opportunity as she tumbles forward. She sees her future here in this beautiful swirl of light and potential. What are you searching for? Asks the muse. Something brave, she whispers. Something new. For the briefest of moments, she feels unprepared, naive, unsure, foolish. She asks herself, are you ready for this? Can you take this journey? And the muse wants her to remember that she is and she can. She wants her to believe in her magic. As she leaps, she leans deeper into trust and begins to hum once more a song that sounds different this time around. Grander, epic even. The notes vibrate the space around her, and her new path begins to unfold, leaving nothing to do but begin. Fearlessly jump into the sea of the cosmos. The spinning potentials are calling. Maybe a little foolish today, yet better done full-like than stalling. So, how to navigate through this time with ease and grace? Just go. Fearlessly dive into yourself. Dive into this time because there's magic waiting for you. There is magic waiting for you, and the magic is within you. You need to set it free though, so you need to go on this journey within. Release the fear. Okay, so now Let's take where should we go? All right, so that's the main spread. So, let's go Oracle. Okay. This is the Magic of the Flowers Oracle. Advice from your highest self. Advice from your highest self. Advice from your highest self during this Mercury retrograde in Cancer. Cancer is a very emotional sign, very in tune with the depths of the emotions. Go within. This is about the depths of yourself. Advice from your highest self for those watching. Lilac. Developing that intuition, trusting that intuition. You need to trust your intuition. Go within. Connect with your highest self. Spend time in meditation. Yin Yoga is a beautiful practice that allows you to connect with your mind, your body, and your spirit. And it also brings you to a meditative space. It is a quiet practice. I do teach it. If you are interested, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can head to my website, moniquechristine.com. Links below in the description box for all that. Okay? So trust that intuition. Daisy! Fly free. Let's read about little Miss Daisy, her pretty little self. And she is just making me smile from ear to ear. All right, little Miss Daisy girl. What you want to tell them? Tell them, girl. You better tell them, girl. Simplify. Health, simplicity, purification, wealth. Rather than adding or doing something in order to experience the most positive resolution or outcome in this situation, it appears that it's time to let something go or to simply be. Who else told us to just be? Over here, connect. You had to be over here. Get some perspective. You need to be you. You need to be. You need to be. Okay. Let's see. If the exact meaning of this is not immediately clear to you, it might help to ask yourself the following questions. Is it possible that I'm making things more complicated than they actually need to be? Is there an obligation, goal, or relationship that I can let go of in order to better support my peace of mind and general well-being? Am I operating under the belief that something needs to unfold in a specific way when in reality it might serve me better to leave the details up to the universe? Am I acting from inauthentic beliefs? Beliefs that are not intrinsic to my true divine self about how my life or this situation should look. I'm sorry, I didn't even put her up here. What am I Is it time to clear the clutter in my home or workplace? What can I let go of in order to immediately feel more harmonious in this situation? Daisy reminds us to come back to the beauty and simplicity of the moment. Relax and visualize her pure white petals and fresh, innocent energy. Breathe in simplicity and breathe out any feelings of being stressed or overwhelmed. Remember, in this moment, you are already wealthy because you have precisely enough for your soul's ideal unfolding. You are already successful because you are exactly where your soul has chosen to be. You are already happy because beneath any surface stress or seeming unhappiness, there's an underlying perfection that characterizes your true oneness with all that is. Relax. Tune in to this perfection and let everything else go. Feel the purity and vitality this simplicity of mind can bring. When we let go of the extras from our mind, body, spirit, and environment, our soul's most ideal unfolding cannot help but occur. So I'm going to share some ideas and messages that may resonate with you. Stop trying to control or micromanage this situation. Leave the details up to the universe. Exactly. You don't have to know how you're going to get through this Mercury retrograde. You just have to know that you're going to. And you're going to because you have a plan, and the plan is for you to simply tap into yourself. Let go of what you cannot change. Know that you have enough. It's already within you. You just have to tap into what's already there and give yourself permission to set that shit on fire for all to see. Know that you are enough. You are enough. Remember that everything is perfectly unfolding. Clear the clutter in your home or workplace. Let go of any beliefs, obligations, or relationships that no longer serve you. Girl, Mercury retrograde, you better let it go. Stop trying to be everything to everyone. Take a simple approach. Step out of the drama. Remember that in many cases, less really is more. Release the past. Stop worrying about the future. Take a breath and be here now. Take a breath and be here now. That's it. That's what you have to do. Trust your intuition. Don't overcomplicate the shit. Just tap into yourself. Connect with yourself. Share lilac. Connect with yourself. Trust yourself. Your inner magic. There is an entire universe within you. Now is the time for you to go within. Dive head first. Walk off the cliff into that universe within yourself. Hyacinth. Hyacinth. Ia. Just kidding. Womp womp, right? Okay. Hyacinth. Irresistible attraction. Abundance and luxury. Attracting gifts. Charm and irresistibility. Glamour, influence. It is the very nature of Hyacinth to magnetize the attention and devotion of other beings, such as bees and humans, with her exquisite beauty and irresistible fragrance. Similarly, in this instance, you are called upon to use your powers of attraction to bring about your desired outcome. While there are certainly times when it's appropriate to set your eyes on your target and then throw yourself toward it like a dart, this situation requires you to behave more like a magnet, to stay right where you are and draw your desire with the irresistible force of your own attractiveness. Yo, magic! Like the blossom in this image that beguiles the bee with a dizzying sweetness and beauty, you possess a natural ability to effortlessly attract the true desires of your heart. To get in touch with this attractive quality, it's important to relax your mind, body, and spirit to release any limiting self-talk, and to remember that you are a divine and magnificent child of the goddess. I feel like I shouted over that, so I'm just going to reread that part, okay? Like the blossom in this image that beguiles the bee with a dizzying sweetness and beauty, you possess a natural ability to effortlessly attract the true desires of your heart. To get in touch with this attractive quality, it's important to relax your mind, those mindfulness practices, my love. Relax your mind, body, and spirit to release any limiting self-talk and to remember that you are a divine and magnificent child of the goddess. Connect with your sacral chakra just below your navel, as well as your heart chakra in the center of your heart. Told y'all, open up your heart. You gotta open up your heart. And feel them clearing and activating as you breathe light and energy into them. Feel the natural magnetic charge emanating from your second chakra, as well as the vast storehouse of love that connects all beings residing in your heart center. Set the intention to magnetize your desire into your life experience, and then let go of your attachment to the outcome. Trust the details to the universe and lose yourself in the joy of simply being your gorgeous, irresistible self. And remember, a hyacinth brings great blessings and grace to the world merely by virtue of being a hyacinth. In the same way, when you simply emanate your magnificently mesmerizing beauty, everyone benefits. Everyone. Relax and allow your blessings and desires to naturally flow to you of their own accord. Magnetize your desired conditions in a mellow and leisurely manner, trusting that every little thing you need will arrive with perfect timing. Also trusting. Release the belief that you need to rush around, proactively strategize, or force anything to happen. Okay? So temperance, let that shit go. Get more into your feminine energy. The divine feminine. Check yourself. Revel in your own beauty through conscious self-care and self-adornment. This is all about you. Concentrate on being rather than doing. Yes. Notice the beauty that is within you and all around you, and increase the overall beauty quotient in the world. Revel in the luxuries and blessings that you already have, remembering that what you focus on expands. Get in touch with the feeling that what you desire is already present in your life experience. Enjoy the feeling, expand it, and let it magnetize more of the same. Before taking action, first cultivate an attractive and magnetic mindset so that any actions you may take in the future are fueled by your intuition and are in alignment with a divine and natural flow, i.e., your soul plan, your destiny life. Okay? Shine your light. Everyone benefits when you do. No fear. Let go of that fear. You're strong. You got nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear but the fear itself, the prison that you are creating, the limitations that you are creating in your own mind. Trust yourself. Trust the universe. Trust this time. Surrender to it. Trust your own magic. Let's see. Where to go? Okay. I believe no. Okay. Trying to get these messages together. They're trying to tell me to go all over the place here. All right. Blocks. Blocks to watch out for, blocks to work through, challenges to prepare for, blocks that may attempt to threaten this evolution. We want to get those blocks the hell out of here. All right. Guidance for those watching. Blocks. Blocks that may be standing in your way. Again, pulling from the bottom of the deck. The Empress. If I could stand to not flip the deck. King of Pentacles. Alchemist. So these are your blocks, things that may be standing in your way. The Empress. Let's, where's my book? Where's my book? Oh, right here. No, that's not my book. Here's my book. Okay, sorry. The Empress. Venus incarnate in sensual earth. All right, so she's about creativity and actively creating something, working to bring something to fruition. Raw material given form. Love and sensuality, fertility, pregnancy, motherhood, nurture, unconditional love, creating beauty, vitality, work and projects being like your children. Love, this connection, your heart. You really need to open up your heart chakra because this is your block. Your heart is blocked. That love is blocked. That nurture is blocked. But you also have a block around money, around abundance. Maybe you have a belief that money is bad or money makes you bad. But money is just energy. Money makes you more of who you are. If you're a good person, You're not just going to become a bad person just because you have money. If you're a good person and you get a bunch of money, you're going to want to do good things for other people, right? Right. So you need to revisit your abundance mindset. Where are you with abundance? And then the alchemist. This is as above, so below. This is making something happen. This is pulling the strings. This is creating something. So what are you going to create? So maybe you're having trouble deciding what you're going to create. But this new thing, the Fool, is a new beginning. This new thing that's deep within you, you really need to go into the depths so that you can figure it out. You got to open up your heart chakra, revisit your mindset around money and abundance, and give yourself permission to create that which you truly want. Maybe you haven't given yourself permission yet. If that's the case, now is the time. No fear. Trust yourself. You're not going to fuck it up, okay? I'm not saying you're going to be perfect, but you're not going to fuck it up. Let's see. Move these up a little bit. Okay. All right, so now I want to, let's check our time, make sure we're still good. We are good. Let's keep going. Okay, now let's get into next right moves. Next right moves for those watching. Next right moves during this Mercury retrograde in Cancer. (2020). Next right moves. Lots of shuffling. All right, so this deck that I just used, that was the Tarot Illuminati. And what I'm shuffling right now is The Yogic Path by Sahara Rose. Tarot Illuminati is by Kim Huggins and Eric C. Dunn. All right, let's see where we go here. Next right moves. Next right moves for those watching. Next right moves for Mercury retrograde in Cancer. Next right moves for those watching Mercury retrograde in Cancer. Next right moves for those watching Mercury retrograde in Cancer. Pulling from underneath. Hanuman. Ahimsa, reversed. Buddhi, reversed. All right. Hanuman is a deity. Hanuman is the god of courage, I believe. Let me double check really quick. carefully. Hanuman. Hanuman, Hanuman. Almost there. All right. Yeah, Hanuman is the god of courage. Hanuman represents the evolved mind and the potential we all have to no longer be enslaved to our thoughts, but rather surpass them. When Lord Rama asks Hanuman, "How do you look upon me?" Hanuman answers, "When I believe I am the body, then I am your faithful servant. When I know I am the soul, I know myself to be a spark of your eternal light. And when I have the vision of truth, you and I, my Lord, are one and the same." To draw upon Hanuman symbolizes that you are aware of this truth. You are more than your physical body, your ego self, your personality, your soul. The truth is that you are divine, as we all are, split from the same source. Continue to practice meditative states where you are reminded of this universal truth to aid in your evolvement. Keep meditating. Courage. Move forward in courage. Strength. That lion. Moving forward with courage. Lose the fear. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. All right. Next we have Ahimsa, reversed. Ahimsa has to do with yoga. It is a yama, and it is the non-violence yama, Ahimsa. Okay? So I'm just going to flip this so you can see the all-seeing eye. And you also see some lotuses. And of course you can't help but miss that moon. And see the lionesses? Where'd the lion go? Right here. See? You have been observant of how your thoughts affect your actions and how your actions reflect the quality of your life. Through actively changing your internal monologue, you are manifesting a heightened state of consciousness and a new paradigm. Continue to fine-tune your inner language to radiate compassion, joy, and peace. Even the most disciplined yogis still often look in the mirror and think negative thoughts about themselves, get frustrated when stuck in traffic, or speak words to a loved one that don't radiate pure love. These moments are your guru, reminding you of where you still need to grow. Overcoming your triggers facilitates growth. Each time you feel the voice of negativity come through, sing back to it words of ahimsa, compassion. You'll quickly find these words echoed back by all those you encounter. So move forward with compassion. Check that inner dialogue. What kinds of things do you say to yourself? Do you say loving things to yourself? Do you say uplifting things to yourself? Do you invite abundance into your life? Do you celebrate your strength, your wins? Or do you not give yourself the credit that you're due? Do you not radiate gratitude to the universe for every single blessing? Excuse me. Oh, wait. That was reversed, wasn't it? Of course it was. Okay. So let's check out the reverse. Please excuse me. All right, it's time to be a little nicer to yourself. Ahimsa, nonviolence, is often practiced by yogis when it comes to others. But what about nonviolence toward ourselves? As the Buddha says, the thought manifests as the word manifests as the deed develops into habit, and habit hardens into character. So, watch the thought and its ways with care, and let it spring from love born out of concern for all beings. As the shadow follows the body, as we think, so we become. The way we speak to ourselves becomes the way we speak to others and the reality we reside in. Catch yourself when a self-defeating thought comes to mind. Would you say this to your child, your best friend, or anyone for that matter? Honor yourself in the same way. So yeah, that still rings true. Be nice to yourself. What kinds of things do you say to yourself? You need to be uplifting, okay? You need to tap into this strength and into your power. And you do that by whispering sweet, wonderful nothings to yourself all the time. Be gentle with you. You deserve it, okay? Compassion starts within. Like Mama Ru always says, if you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an amen up in here? Amen. Now let the music play. Sorry, my loves, my mic died. So I will go back and voice over whatever you didn't pick up. But essentially, you need to be nice to yourself. Be nice to yourself. You can't pour into others from a cup that is empty. Love yourself through this retrograde. All right, Buddhi reversed. Buddhi has to do with spirituality. This is reversed, so I'm going to flip it so you can see the image. But just remember, like I said, it is reversed. Inner wisdom, intellect. You've done a great job at listening to your parents, teachers, friends, acquaintances, and society. However, you are still left clueless to the deeper questions. Why are you here on this planet? Now, it's time to go deeper. Let go of being the perfect child, student, friend, employee, citizen. Question what you've been taught. Ask if it is truly serving you. Be ready to experience the shattering of the universe that happens when you wake up. It's in those pieces that you put your truest life back together. Your Buddhi wisdom will guide you. It's time to listen to you. Your soul plan, boo. You gotta tap into this soul plan. Because that's where it all is. It's not about being perfect. It's about being the best version of yourself. It's about being the highest version of yourself. It's about realizing your soul's purpose, your soul's mission, you know? Doing what you came here to do. Being how you came here to be, who and how you came here to be. Fully present in yourself, in your authentic self. So take a step back. Don't be afraid. Trust yourself. Trust the process. It's all within. The strength. It's all within. All this strength. You got the Chariot, Hanuman, strength. Where the hell? You got the lions over here, the lionesses. See all this strength? Strength and light. Strength and light. All right. And let's see. Let's do, I feel like we're wrapping up here. They're leaving. All right, so that was next right steps. So let's final guidance, final messages from your highest self. Final guidance, final messages from your highest self. Final guidance, final messages from your highest self. Final guidance, final messages from yourself. Here we go. Birch. The birch and broom. Pain. Punishment. The whip. Lilies. Purification. Truth. Honesty. The painful truth. Clover. Lucky clover. You think it's a painful truth, but it's for your greatest good. It's actually going to be amazing. You think it's going to be painful, but it's actually something peaceful and loving and pure and honest. That's you. That's what you're going to find in your depths. That's what you're going to find. I'm sorry, my loves. Here's the birch and broom. Cracking the whip. The pain. Here's the lilies. A purity. Honesty. Love. And clover. Luck. Luck and abundance. It's coming in. You just gotta tap into you. Find your magic. Set that shit free. And on fucking fire. And boom. This is all for your greater good. You'll be fine, my loves. Trust yourself during this time. Tap into that strength. Celebrate you. Celebrate you. By tapping into your greatness, your strength, your light, your power,
and sharing that with the world. You make the world a better place. You live your soul's purpose. And you set yourself free. You have no choice but to attract all that you seek. But you have to let your heart open. The back of your heart, you gotta open that baby up. I know you're scared, but regret is even scarier. You got this. You're strong. You're a fucking lioness. You're riding a lion and hanging out with the lionesses. You don't have anything to fear. If you're able to get all these horses in order, if you're able to befriend a lion and not get your face ate off, and to be with the lionesses and the god of courage, you got nothing to worry about. It's the fear. It's this prison. You gotta let that go. Let go of the fear. Let go of the self-imposed limitations. Stop limiting yourself. Shine your light. Now, we need you. Ooh, okay. And that is that. It's so weird how they just leave like that. I say they, it's like energy. But yeah. All right, my loves. Well, that seems to be it for the guides. They have decided to leave us on that note, and I feel that that is an awesome note to be left on. So, for those of you interested in private readings, that info is below. If you found this video helpful, please by all means share, and share some more. Sharing is caring. Please throw some thumbs on it. Drop me some comments. Let me know if it resonates with you. And feel free to come back to this like after retrograde and let me know how this like worked for you. You know what I mean? There will be links to all of the decks in the description box below as well. And yeah, I think we're out of here. I just want to, excuse me, I just want to thank you for hanging out with Lord Ganesha and I. Real quick, I'll introduce my crystals to you. This is my smoky quartz, and this is a grounding crystal. This is rainbow moonstone. This is awesome for your crown chakra, enlightenment, receiving those downloads clearly. This is rose quartz. This is for your heart chakra, opening that up. This is clear quartz. This is a clearing crystal. Clearing, purifying. And we have the green aventurine for the heart chakra as well, and also for abundance, for manifesting. Okay. And then over here I have my selenite wands. Selenite is it's called like the ray of light, but it is light. So yes, and it is a purifying light. It is clearing, and so I like to have all of my decks with selenite on them. And also, please let me know if you like this feature that we're doing over here so that you can see the cards a little more close up. Okay? Thank you again for hanging out, and Happy Mercury Retrograde. It's gonna be amazing. No fear. No fear. What the hell is there to fear? It's gonna be amazing. You have to embrace your awesomeness. Are you kidding me? Keep it simple, like little Miss Daisy said. Keep that shit simple. And love yourself. Radiate, attract everything that you want. You're just gonna attract it just by being you. So just hurry up and get busy being you. Your authentic self. All right, my loves. Be well, live in the light, love yourselves and one another, and I will see you in the next one. Namaste.